Go for it.
Hello, and welcome to the MMA Report. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I would like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners, one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz is a proud supporter of our podcast network, and we love him very much. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump. And also UConn legendary men's basketball player Jake Bosco. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large or small. They will save you money or get you a big fat return on your taxes. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm, located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you've suffered any type of personal injury, slip and fall, car accident, your mother-in-law ran you over with her car, your wife got angry one night and decided to stab you, the Finch firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all across the state of Connecticut, and he will go to war to get every dollar you deserve in compensation. You just have to remember, in a pinch, call Finch. Or go to his website, thefinchfirm.com. Dynamic Human Performance is owned and operated by UConn legendary running back Andre Dixon. He trains boys and girls of all ages, all sports. He has a boot camp program 7 days a week, 6 a.m. You want to get in shape, you go to Andre. He has an athletic development program where he trains boys and girls from the ground up in the sport of their choice, helps them to reach their full potential, be the best they can possibly be. Andre has sent boys and girls to college on scholarship for all different types of sports. He has a 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hartford, Connecticut to work with the best. Go to www.dynamichumanperformance.com. Down south, we have Julius Williams and the Trench Mob. The Trench Mob is located in Decatur, Georgia. Julius and his team train offensive and defensive linemen. They compete in 5v5 tournaments across the country. They also go to college showcase camps. Proud to say they were undefeated in every tournament they attended. And at every college showcase camp, a member of the Trench Mob was offered a scholarship. We had the Trench Mob reunion podcast last Wednesday at 8:30. That's when the Trench Mob show normally airs. And we got to see the first group and where they all ended up going to college and how successful they have been. Julius has sent kids to places like Florida, Florida State, Miami, Tennessee, Clemson, Georgia, Alabama, just to name a few. If you want to work with the best and you're a lineman, you have no excuse. You can work with them in person. You can come to Georgia. Julius and his team will come and work with you wherever you are. You can come to any tournament they attend or college showcase camp. But it is a wise investment because Julius has a 90% success rate. Let me say that again. 90% success rate of getting his Trench Mob players college scholarships. That is unbelievable. So to join them, go to www.battleofthetrenches.com. James Whitfield of Luther James Insurance. James, for the last 3 years, has dedicated himself to the art of financial planning. He is an insurance specialist, especially life insurance. He will make you a boatload of money, and he will do so tax-free. James understands the stress that comes with retirement planning and the thinking behind it. Do I have enough money? How many years am I going to last? Will it be enough? Because fear of the unknown is real. All you have to do is go to his website, LutherJamesInsurance.com. And James will get you a free quote and take care of you. James has taken care of Julius Williams already. He was able to put him in a phenomenal life insurance policy at a cheap rate that is going to guarantee them a lot of money tax-free and going to guarantee them money for his children when they go to college. They basically will have enough to have their tuition paid for. And we're talking about a policy where you're paying $70 a month. Imagine that. $70 a month over 15 years, and your kids will have enough money to go to college. So that's James Whitfield. And now for the man of the hour, Crown Sports and Entertainment. All he does is train, teach class, and he just beats that ass.
Oh,
Yes, the pounded.
I need a wire lens, baby. I need a wire lens.
You want a wider lens? I apologize. We'll work on getting it. It's because you're on your phone. That's why your lens isn't wider.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let me see if I can get you a wider lens. But yeah, I apologize for not being able to get you a wider lens. Let me see if there's another.
It's quite all right. It's quite. Ooh,
if there's another view I can use that gives you a wider lens.
It's quite all right. See, it's quite all right.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. All right.
Oh man.
So we have a lot to discuss, and
very decent amount.
You have a comment already from Nero 69 wants to know, how have you been, dear sir? I watched you in Las Vegas and you look phenomenal.
Why do the scammers always call you dear sir?
Listen, I can't.
Hello, dear. Hello, dear.
He's being polite. He's calling you a dear sir, and he just wants to know. Apparently he got to see your performance in Vegas and was proud of it, and wants to see how you're doing.
I mean, we're doing good. Made our pro wrestling debut at the Palms in Las Vegas. Yeah, I know.
I want to hear about this.
You want to hear about me pro wrestling, Steve? I'm sorry.
I'm so jealous. I'm jealous and resentful, and I told you this.
You're jealous and resentful. I backed into a pro wrestling event.
Yes, of course I am. Of course I'm jealous and resentful. My dream was to be a pro wrestler, and you got to do it.
And I got to wear like hillbilly gym attire.
I loved it. Now, Dominic wanted to know if you had the option to pick the attire or that attire was given to you. That's what he wanted to know.
So they gave me like the overalls were like the thing. They actually wanted me to wear like a flannel shirt too. And I was just like, nope. And I put on the overalls.
They wanted you to wear a flannel shirt with the overalls?
Yeah, I was like, no, just wear the overalls. Rolled up the overalls up to my knee. You know, I had knee brace on, or knee sleeve on one of my knees.
Yeah.
And like I was like, listen, I'm not covering up these guns. Like I work my ass off to show to acquire this physique. I mean, I'm gonna show it off. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, good. I can tell Dom that.
I got to wrestle a handicap match, Justice Farmer versus two 125ers and a actual midget. He called himself a midget wrestler, so that's what I'm calling him, midget wrestler.
He used the term midget, really?
Yeah, he said midget wrestler. Midget pro wrestler is what he said.
I like it. I
Dude,
like it. Good.
he was the absolute man. Um, the 125er took a hellacious choke slam.
Yeah.
We botched the suplex on night one though, which sucks. But hey, what are you gonna do?
How'd you botch a suplex? Was it a Was it a regular suplex or a German
Yeah,
suplex?
I had him up. I had him up. I was like, hold, and he like started kicking his legs. We lost balance.
You were trying to do like a standing vertical, and
Yeah.
he
Oh,
was kicking.
it was there. It was there too.
Yeah,
I just didn't
yeah.
want to drop him on his head. That's all.
You wouldn't drop on his head. They panic sometimes when you hold them up there. That's funny.
Yeah, I
That
had
you,
him up for a minute. I'm like, hold. They like started wobbling. I was like, fuck. Excuse my
yeah, he
French.
got nervous. He got nervous. That's
Yeah.
funny. That's funny. But yes, Tyler, thank you for bringing up Tyler's wrestling debut and dominant performance in Vegas,
Hey,
which
Farmer
I'm
John will return.
which I'm insanely.
With that being said, just want to give a shout out to just want to give a shout out to Gary DeFranco, the producer,
Uh,
um, Jonathan Nutt, and Luke Welling at Fight Circus. Guys, thanks for like I've always wanted to be a part of Fight Circus. They brought me in. It was great. So I want to say thank you to them. Thank you to Gary DeFranco. Can't wait to get going on the other thing we have cooking. The cooking we got. So yeah, I can't wait.
yes, and both you, whoever you thanked, I am extremely jealous and resentful. Just so you know, because I did not get a chance to wrestle. So Tyler did, and he fulfilled my dream. So that's awesome. So we have some big news coming out of UFC that is
Jeez.
causing a lot of controversy, and it's been mentioned in the mainstream media, and it's caused TKO a lot of headaches. And
Yeah,
for them, some of the betting sites obviously to go back and reevaluate how they take bets, prop bets, how they look at things, and to see if maybe this has happened before. And we're talking.
Go right ahead, see. I didn't cut you off.
Well, no, I was just going to say we're talking about former now UFC fighter Isaac Dulgarian. He fought Yadir Del Val in, I believe, an undercard, a prelim fight on ESPN.
And he got choked out.
It was a fight night. Yep.
He got choked out rather sloppily in the first round by rear naked choke. Very suspect defense, very suspect work on the ground. And I was just gonna double back on that, Steve. Two things. One, you just type in right now into Google UFC gambling investigation, and there's so much stuff right now. And want to get back. This is actually
Really?
this is actually the second instance.
Yes.
A lot of people don't remember. A lot of people don't remember this.
2002, the first one, right?
2023 with James Krause.
2023. Wow. Okay.
With his name was James Krause. He has a camp, I believe, in South Carolina. One of my friends by the name of Don Sheamus, who actually fought in the UFC for about 2 or 3 fights. He was part of that camp. He had to leave the camp because after the initial scandal, James had like made himself out to be like one of these website gambling gurus. He was always making comments on bag lines and things like that. And then he was directly involved in a gambling scandal. So he got blacklisted from the UFC. He got blacklisted from the UFC. He was released from his contract. Any fighters that fought at his camp were not allowed to fight. Their contracts were not cut, but I believe suspended until they found a new camp. So that was in 20. No, I'm not. That was 2023. So like this type of thing has happened before in the UFC. They nipped it right in the bud. The thing is, right now, organized crime is involved, and obviously the NBA is involved as well. This all bleeds over. Right. This all bleeds over.
Yeah, but Dana White, to his credit, said that he went up to Isaac and his team before the fight because the betting had shifted so much that he went up to him and he asked him, he's like, is something going on? Do you owe money to people?
Are you hurt?
Injured?
Are you hurt? Yeah.
Is something going on? And he got no, and no.
Steve. I actually went. I was just perusing the articles. I'm on the Uber ride over here, just kind of like trying, familiarizing myself. I was looking at the card this weekend as well. But one of the things that really stood out to me, someone placed a $16 million bet.
Yes.
On what's his name?
Yadir Del Val.
Yeah. Someone posted a bet on his opponent.
Yes, which shifted
his opponent to win by submission. So
correct.
That's a big payday right there.
Well, what happened was Delgarian was actually a good prospect. He only had one loss coming in, and he was a minus 250 favorite. So the betting went so heavy to Del Valle, it went to he went to being a minus 200 favorite beginning Saturday. And then there were several sites that stopped taking bets on the fight at all because the wagering shifted so much.
Exactly. And the UFC's actually been pretty. This is one thing I will give the UFC credit for. They're very diligent about this. They worked the athletic commission. They immediately called the FBI.
Yep. So Dana White ran right to them.
So I mean, like, I give credit there, but this is just a massive scandal. To me, the biggest problem is, like, you look at on the NBA side, and they're just it was excused by French, but they're kind of retarded for guys with $8 million contracts to risk $200K. That's kind of just my take on it with that. But,
it doesn't make sense.
As far as the UFC fighters,
these guys
are primed to look for that big payday because if you're like a 2 or 3 fight vet fighting on the undercard, fighting in the first couple fights of the prelims, you're making between 25.
That's what you said.
Maybe 100, maybe if you're like a bigger name. So I mean,
but like where he was on the prelims, I believe he was, like you said, a 25. So you have gone through how it works out. Even if you win that 25, you're paying taxes. Then you have to pay all your trainers.
And you're not
out with a lot.
And I mean, with the current climate in the UFC as far as sponsorships, you're not out. You really just don't get as large of a sponsorship payout in the UFC. You're definitely a lot more famous than if you're fighting in the PFL or Ryzen. But with that being said, you're just missing out on lots of sponsorship dollars.
But let me ask you this, because this has been across the board since WWE merged with Endeavor. They formed TKO. Ticket prices have gone through the roof, and salaries have gone way down. UFC
they haven't gone way down. They've increased, but like very nominally. It has been a big increase. So like starting purses for fights have gone up, but not much. I mean, it used to be like 8-8, now it's like 12-12.
But like when you look at UFC compared to other professional leagues, like the NBA, I believe the split of revenue is 51-49 for the Players Association and the league. UFC fighters get around 20 to 30% of the revenue generated.
I think it might be less.
I think it might be less too. I think it might even be like 15 or 12. I can't remember.
And like the thing is, the thing about that is the large chunk of that share is going to the main event fighters.
Exactly, because they get points on the pay-per-view.
Well,
Nobody else does.
yeah. Well, I mean, that's a. I'm just really interested to see what happens with salaries in January once the
Yeah,
Paramount deal
the
starts.
Paramount deal goes through. Yes.
Yeah.
Because that has been an issue, and Dana White's been questioned on it. He was on 60 Minutes, I believe, a few weeks ago.
Yep.
And, he talks about UFC having an independent betting integrity service to monitor wagering
Yeah.
activity on all their events.
Yeah.
And they do a good job of it.
They
And
do. They really
however,
do.
there's got to be other fights that have slipped through the cracks
Oh,
that they don't know about, and the FBI is investigating now. So who knows?
without a doubt. Without a doubt. I mean, one of the people that's been implemented in this entire investigation is referee Jason Herzog. And a lot of
The
us have all
referee has?
yeah, Jason Herzog's been implemented.
Wow, I didn't
I
know
mean,
that.
I might be misspeaking, but
No,
his name, and a lot of his calls have gotten brought under a lot of public scrutiny since the story broke, and he's thought of as one of the excuse me, he's thought of as one of the better referees in the
he.
sport, and
Oh wow.
like kind of like the reputation he's carried for probably about a year or two now is wow, he's a great referee. Every now and then he just fucks up. Excuse my French, but
No,
he'll
you're
just
right.
like every now and then he'll have like just some head scratching foul up, and we've been sitting back saying like, wow, Herzog's good, but every now and then he just f's up, and now with this allegations being brought to light, you kind of sit back and you say, well, he probably was in someone's pocket for those calls.
But this is my question to you, and has been asked by a lot of people.
Mhm.
Did the United States make a mistake allowing sports betting across the board? Because
I mean,
they legalized it a few years ago,
uh,
and we've seen NFL players who've been suspended. We've just seen another NBA scandal. Like, who knows what else is going on because they can't monitor everything.
listen. The degenerate in me will say, "Man, I do love being able to pick up
The-
my phone and throw down a
yeah,
couple parlays, and every couple of
absolutely,
weeks making like $500, like just to you know, take care of my expenses." And like
absolutely.
like I make small bets, I do parlays, and
Yes,
I get big payouts. Like it pays for itself. I make a pretty decent profit. I don't get excessive with it. I mean, I have good self control about it. So like personally for me, I enjoy it. But if we're talking about the integrity of the sport, I as
the,
much as like personally
the
as much
fighters
like
should not be able to bet. Obviously,
oh
correct?
of course not, they're not, but there's ways around everything. Like
Yes. Yeah, you go through. I know some go through a third party, or they'll use a family member or a cousin
yeah,
or a friend to do it.
yeah,
But
exactly. And like
that's where the problem lies.
listen, just me as a trainer, I've been tempted to
I can
throw
imagine.
throw money down on my guy, but I
Yeah, of
won't do that.
course.
I won't do that because of the just implications of what could possibly happen. I don't want to open myself, my clients to that.
Yeah,
Like
you
I
don't
was,
want to. That would ruin
dude,
everything if you got caught with
exactly.
something like that,
I
and
would
it's not worth
love
it.
to. I have like like know when you just like know things. I have certain
Yeah.
guys I know
Yep.
just will just they're gonna kill their opponent. And it's a guy I'm training. I was like, I'd love to bolster my profit here, but I won't do anything like that because I don't want to possibly compromise the integrity of what I do.
Absolutely. And we haven't, they now allow college athletes to bet on professional sports. They can't bet
Yeah,
on college, but they can bet on the NFL, NBA, all that. I think that is opening Pandora's box, allowing
Steve,
college athletes to do that because they're gonna get themselves in trouble. They're gonna owe money.
Steve. Just think about the amount of reckless personalities myself and
Yeah.
yourself included, that we
No.
had on the UConn football team. Think about what could have happened
Oh my God.
if we had betting apps on our phones.
I know. I mean,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you can bet on the WWE now too. I mean, I'd probably bet on that. So it's
Bro, listen,
it's
and
growing.
hey. I think that just speaks to the addictive nature of humans,
Yeah,
because if you're betting on the WWE, man, you're pretty
you
sick, bro.
but you can. There's sites that take
Oh, I
WWE.
know, I
It's
know. It's
crazy.
like it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
It
Like,
would be like betting on a TV show, like betting on The
exactly.
Bachelor.
I mean,
So
people do bad at the Bachelor, though.
I know they do. I know. So they are, the UFC has met with the FBI, especially because they are doubling down on this weekend. This weekend is a huge event.
Ooh,
It's at Madison Square Garden,
yeah,
UFC 322. It is Jack Della.
Jack Della Balladina, mother effer.
There you go. And
Jack Bell,
against Islam, who is a force to be reckoned with.
who is a goat herder with Down syndrome.
Yes, there you go. It's the welterweight main event. But we were looking back. There was a couple prelim fights you wanted to recognize. And I can't remember if the first one was Aaron Blanchfield and Tracy
Yes. Let's talk about I have to go back and look at Aaron, but hey, this is like, dude, both top 5 fighters. Tracy Cortez,
Yes.
Jet, dude. Okay, like right now, Aaron Blanchfield is number 4 in the flyweight rankings.
Wow. She's 13-2-0.
Dude, fighting out of Edgewood Park, New Jersey, out of Hensel Gracie Academy. I mean, good looking girl, but I mean, Tracy Cortez, just the poster girl of the UFC female fighters as far as looks goes.
Blanchfield is the favorite. She has won 4 out of the last 5. They've been unanimous decisions, and she had 2 submissions. Her last fight was November 2nd, 2024. So she has not fought in quite some time. She beat Rose, which was a big win.
Oh, of course.
And this is her fight against Tracy Cortez, who's 12-2. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at her profile.
Tracy beat Vivian Arroyo. I believe Arroyo. I think I got the Portuguese pronunciation of that right.
Tracy is also 4 out of 5 too.
Yeah. I mean, with her single loss was to Rose.
Yeah.
I was super impressed by her fight versus Vivian, because Vivian's it's tough, scrappy, and Tracy stood in there and knew she was gonna take that punishment, but knew she was a better fighter, and she landed more effective strikes. Took the unanimous decision, but this is just a big fight. Tracy wins this. She'll
be a contender.
I believe so. She's number 8 right now, so I mean, she wins this.
She is 8. Okay,
she's probably 1 away from the from
featherweight.
From the flyweight belt.
Or flyweight.
Yeah.
So you believe Tracy is going to pull this one out?
It's a tough one. I'm pulling for Tracy, but Aaron's super skilled. She comes from a great camp, so I mean, this is a pretty evenly matched fight. I just want to talk about Tracy Cortez. That's all. Yeah,
and it would be a big win for Tracy. They both have great records, 4 out of the last 5. I can see. This could have been on the main card, but I know they have a championship fight on the main card, so it's not. But it is definitely going to be one of the top prelim fights.
Yeah, of course.
What was the other prelim fight? Was it Bo Nickel and Rodolfo that you wanted?
Well, I wanted to go over Gregory Rodriguez versus
Gregory
Roman
Rodriguez.
Kopylov
Okay.
versus Roman Kopylov.
That's a middleweight bout. Yep. And Rodriguez is the favorite. It's 17-6-0. Roman is 14-4-0. Wow. And Gregory is 6'3", 185. That's a big dude.
All right,
And,
everyone. This is my underdog special. Put your money on Roman Kopylov. Roman Kopylov
really?
coming off a loss that he was just very dissatisfied with his last fight. Roman Kopylov is one of the most dynamic fighters. He was a light heavyweight. He moved down
Well,
to
Paulo
middleweight.
Costa is no one's fool. That's who he lost to.
Of course. But with that being said, he learned a lot from that fight. I think he's gonna come out and smash Rodriguez.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
You think he's going to smash Rodriguez and take that home?
The one thing, Holman has got. I think his name is. I didn't say Holman because of the Brazilian pronunciation. It's Roman.
Yes, right.
But the one thing Roman needs to do is keep this fight standing. His striking is light years ahead of Rodolfo's.
Okay.
So he needs to keep this fight on the feet and beat Rodolfo up.
I was looking at Rodriguez.
I meant Rodriguez. Rodolfo's fighting. Yes. Rodolfo's fighting Bo Nickel.
Rodriguez is again. He's another one who's won 4 out of his last 5, and he's a big dude. And he beat Hermanson in his last 3.
Dude, I forget what his nickname is. It's like
back in June.
Dude, he looks like
he does look,
no.
He's got the cauliflower ears.
No, he looks like the character from what's the superhero movie? The anti-hero one with Inkblot. He looks like the guy.
I know what you're talking about. Okay.
You know, with he looks like the guy like the God guy from what is that with Rorschach was one of the characters. Trying to remember the name.
I apologize. I don't watch movies. I just watch TV shows.
Excuse.
So you are going with Kopylov in this one.
Kopylov all day.
That is the bet of the week. The weekend. You like him.
And
okay.
You want to make some money? You parlay that with Bo Nickel over Rodolfo.
That's what I was going to say. Bo Nickel 7-1 versus Rodolfo, who is 11-3-0 in the middleweight division.
Yeah.
29 years old, Bo Nickel against the 36-year-old Rodolfo. Bo Nickel is obviously on the rise, and I think they gave him this fight to propel him to the next level.
So Rodolfo Vieira. This fight's very interesting because of Bo Nickel's wrestling pedigree, and I'm just gonna give Rodolfo Vieira, a 4-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion, 7-time Abu Dhabi World Pro Champion, 2-time Pan American champion, and a IBJJF European champion, as well as ADCC submission grappling world champion. He is one of the most accomplished submission grapplers to ever fight in the UFC. That's what makes this fight so interesting with Bo Nickel's wrestling pedigree. Bo has shown a propensity for not getting submitted on the ground.
Correct.
But with that being said, I don't think he wants to put this fight on the ground, which he can very easily put this fight on the ground with his wrestling pedigree. I look for this fight. I look for Bo to try and keep it standing and knock Rodolfo Vieira out.
And Bo is the favorite. He's minus 250. So
Bo has shown a really
just 8 fights.
He's shown a good striking game, except in his last fight. So a big factor in this one is if he'll be able to rebound off of his last fight.
All right, so we are looking now at the main card, and I have to say I do believe UFC put together a good card for once. They've had some poor pay-per-view cards the last couple. I really like this card.
Oh, I do
And
too. But like, and obviously, hey, it's Madison Square Garden. This
yeah,
is
they're going to put on their best for that. You're right.
this is their flagship show of the year. They are
Yes,
going
it
all
is.
out, trying to put on a great show.
It is. It is. And we're starting with Beneil Darouche versus Benoit St. Denis. It's a lightweight battle.
Benil
Beneil
Dariush, Benil
Dariush,
Dariush versus
23
Benoit
6 and
Saint
1.
Denis. Yeah.
Yes. Who's 15 3 and 0. But, Darouche is 36 years old. Benoit is 29 and 15 3 and 0.
So
He is the favorite, minus 190, not by much. Who do you like here? They're both
Benoit.
southpaws.
I give this one to Benoit Saint Denis. Benoit's been
I
through
do
the
too.
fire. He's been through the fire. And listen, I don't want to take anything away from Benil Dariush, but he's white bread comes as far as his
That's what I
fighting
was gonna
style.
say. Yeah,
So I mean,
and
I think
he's
Benoit is too big, too explosive, and he could taste it now. I think a real turning point for him was when he got knocked out by Dustin Poirier. I think he realized,
yep,
okay,
he did.
I'm
Yes,
I'm right. I think he realized I'm right there. He just put his foot on the gas, and he's looked really good his last several fights since the Dustin Poirier fight. So I look for Benoit Saint Denis to continue his winning ways.
and he's on a 2-fight winning streak as well. So that'll
Exactly.
be interesting to see what'll happen there. This is the fight. Your man Leon Edwards, welterweight, against Carlos Prates, I believe.
Yeah,
Uh,
Carlos Prates, you got that. You got that close to.
I'm a Leon Edwards fan. He's 34 years old. Carlos is 32. This is for the welterweight. Leon is 22 5 and 0, and Carlos is 22 and 7.
All right,
So this is going to be interesting. I thought Leon fought recently.
he he did Leon.
Yeah, he fought. Oh, not that recently. He fought in March. Okay, and he took the loss. But
He took
he's
the
been in
loss.
championship fights. Holy crap!
He took the
Well,
loss. He took
he
the
was a
loss in his
champion.
home. He took the loss in his hometown. So,
Right.
so to me, this fight, Carlos Prates, he's a guy that's really coming to his own his last 3 or 4 fights, and he lives this persona. He came from the favelas of Brazil. He lives this. He
Oh,
he rips butts like no. He like goes training, then rips butts and like drink like takes shots of whiskey. Like it's part of his persona. I think it might catch up to him. And it's weird because it's hard to like look at a guy like that, but he's kind of been on the upswing and Leon's been on the downswing.
Leon
Leon,
has been, yes, and he was
Leon,
champion for
listen,
a while.
he lost to Bilal. He lost to Bilal. Then Sean
Yep,
Brady beat the bad. Sean Brady beat the bad
yes,
guy of him in London. So I
I
mean,
remember. Yep,
I mean, gun to my head, I think Carlos Prates has this one.
yep.
But you can't count Leon out. You can't count Champion out. And he has like a determination in him that normal people just don't understand. So with reservation, I picked Prates for this fight, but I think it's going to be a dynamic striking fight. And the one thing about this is, as welterweights, these guys both have the ability to shut the other one's lights out at any time in this fight. So that's really the X factor here. One of them lands a great shot, that could be all she wrote.
Um, is there any chance of a problem with cutting weight with either of these players?
I mean,
Because that has been something that has come up in recent UFC pay-per-views. The weight
you,
issue.
you got a great point, Steve.
I do. I know.
With easy. With the New York State Athletic Commission is super strict, so
They are.
they're not gonna get IVs. after they cut weight.
Oh,
So
they're not.
no, they're not. So we will see. I don't hate to. They're both I mean, at least Leah's a professional, but I don't see weight cutting being an issue here. But hey, time will tell.
But for the people who want to know, they start cutting weight now, correct? And then they lose, I think you
Oh,
said 10 to 15 pounds the
it's
day of
Monday.
weighing.
It's Monday. It's Monday. They're still eating. They have to
Okay.
weigh in. They have to weigh in. I believe
Friday,
seven
right?
between 7 and 9 a.m. on Friday.
Yeah.
So they're already on restricted calories. So
Okay.
they won't eat anything after probably Wednesday.
So what would you say their walking around weight is right now?
Right now, they're like between probably 190 and 185.
Jesus Christ. I am going with Leon Edwards. I'm a big fan and I want to see him win. So I'm going with my heart. So this is a big fight right here. It is welterweight. It is Sean Brady, 18-1, versus Michael Morales, who is 18-0. The 26-year-old versus the
Woo!
32-year-old. And Brady is the favorite, which I am
Yeah,
shocked at.
I'm not.
Uh,
Dude,
I I know
Sean Bray's been the dark horse in the welterweight division for
he's
about two
tough
or
as
3 years
nails.
now.
Yeah,
He's great. He's great. But man, you cannot deny
I
Michael
love
Morales.
Morales. I love
You
the
just
fights I've seen with him.
you just look at his last three fights. Decision Jake Matthews, knocked out Neil Magny in the first round, knocked out Gilbert Burns in the first
Brutal.
round. Wow,
Yes.
yeah. Like this is a fight. And like this is a fight I would stay away from betting wise because there's so many X
Yeah.
factors. They're
Yeah.
both just very, very, very good fighters.
Do you think it's a fight that could go all 3 rounds, or do you think it could end very quickly?
I don't see it going all 3 rounds. I
Yeah, I don't
don't.
either.
It
I don't
could,
either.
yeah, it could, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, I see it ending in the late first, early second round,
That
and
that
I'm
pretty.
going with Morales.
I mean, I mean, I just don't want to pick in Sean Brady, but like this is a
I
fight.
know.
I am not putting this fight. Like the odds are so even too. I am
They,
not putting
they
this
are.
fight.
They are.
This fight is not going on my parlay card.
No, no, I would. You got to stay away from it, but you still have to pick a winner.
Yeah.
Are you going with Brady?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Brady.
You're going to go with Brady. Okay. So now this is the semi-main event here. The girl we all love, Valentina Shevchenko. She is the flyweight champion, the women's flyweight champion, against a very fierce, ferocious, tough Zhang
Zach
Whaley.
Whaley. Zach
Whaley.
Whaley. Whaley.
I love watching her fight. She fights like a pit bull.
My ex-girlfriend's favorite fighter.
She fights like a freaking pit bull. I mean, she is just
Dude,
in there.
bro, I brought my ex to UFC here, and Zhang Wei Li fought Rose in the co-main event
Yes,
and beat
yes,
her.
yes.
And like
It was incredible.
I was like, yo, you want me to like just introduce you to Zhang Wei Li, I'll leave because like damn girl.
And did she get introduced to her?
No, I know better
Okay.
than that, Steve. I know better than
Yeah,
that.
I know. Now the question is with Shevchenko. She had a trilogy with Grasso where she lost, she had a draw, and then she got her victory back.
Yeah.
And it was a decision. And then she had another defense and won by decision. Do you think they're both a little bit older, 37, 36?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Welly can pull it off?
I think Valentina has a market advantage on the feet.
She does.
I think they're. I think Zhang Wei Li has a slight advantage with a wrestling and ground game. but it all depends if she get it down. I don't think she's gonna be able to get it down. I'm gonna go with Valentina on this one.
Yeah. I mean, I do want Zhang, but I just I can't go against Valentina. I love her so much. I love her so much. I have to go with her.
Granted, like, oh, we love her, but like, dude, the girl's got the game to back up the hype.
She does. Absolutely. She does.
Yeah.
And to me, she has shown her grit and toughness with the Grasso trilogy to get her belt back and then have another successful defense. And now she's taking this fight, which is definitely not easy. So
no.
I'm going with her. I'm going with her.
All right.
To
So
keep the flyweight belt. So this is the
5-minute warning, main event time. I only got 5 more minutes, Steve. So let's
all right. There you go. Jack against Islam.
Jack, Valentina.
Pretty
out of Australia. Cut. You think it's pretty clear cut? Why do you think that?
Because Islam is a spider monkey, and he is not going to lose.
All right, so
and he is the favorite.
All right, so here is my
and you analysis. Were shocked that Jack even won the title to begin with.
No, I was not. Because I was, dude. He beat the bag out of what's his name.
No, I remember, but I remember.
Why can't I remember the? Why can't I remember the?
He beat Muhammad.
He beat the Palestinian. He beat the Palestinian poster boy that none of the Palestinians won. Dude,
I know.
Dude, he's the worst. He's just like, listen.
I know.
I'm talking shit, but the man can fight. The man can wrestle. He tried to strike.
Which was a mistake.
He tried to strike with Jack, and he learned.
He learned the hard way.
All right, that's what this comes down to. Jack is a lot bigger than Bilal. He's a lot bigger than the guy. He's a lot bigger than the guy that Islam just beat. Like, people are, Islam's a big lightweight. Well, I mean, Jack showed amazing takedown defense in his last fight. Benil, not Benil. I keep getting Benil and what's his name?
Muhammad.
Bilal. Keep getting Bilal Benil confused. But like, Bilal is not. I mean, he's a lot bigger than Islam, but he's not the wrestler Islam is. I just don't think Islam's gonna be able to control Jack the way he's been able to control the people.
So you're going with Jack. What's the round? How many rounds?
I want to say Jack, either decision or round 3.
All right, I'm going with Islam round 3. Islam is not losing; he's getting this belt. All right.
If Islam wins, I think he'll win by submission, but we'll see.
Yes, that's what I think he'll win by submission too. But I think it'll be round 3 because he's just got too much energy. I don't think it'll go to a decision. All right. So great job.
Thank you.
I know you have to go back and train, teach, class, beat ass, and pound it later. So great job. We'll see what happens. And I'm Steve Cully, the best podcast host in the universe. This is the MMA Report for Tyler King. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them right back at life.